Hey everyone, today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Lost and Found on guitar by Eden. And let's just get right into it. The song's going to be in standard tuning. I'm going to link a tab in the description. Now this tab for the most part is correct, however some parts of it are wrong. So in the tab you'll see the first note of the song is played on a 5 on the A string and a 6 on the B string. However, there's a third note in there throughout the whole entire song, which is this open G string. But if you play it like the tab says, it's not correct. So what you need to do to play this tab is use a capo on the 3rd fret. However, as I teach this song, I'm going to be referencing the frets without the capo. So if I say 5th and 6th frets, it's going to be the 5th and 6th frets in reference to the beginning here. So 5th and 6th, 6th and 8th, 8th and 10th, 10th and 11th, right? So most of the parts in the tabs are correct, but watch this tutorial and you'll get it all right. So I hope. In the beginning of the verse, as I said, we have really 3 strings that are played throughout this whole entire song. Your A string, your G string, and your B string. Now I like to play these 2 outermost strings, the A and the B, with my thumb and my middle finger. And then I use my index finger to pluck that open G string. Alright. In the verse we're going to start out on the 5th fret and the 6th fret. And this is where he says, I think I lost myself out. So it's going to be 5 and 6, and you take the same structure, slide on up to 6 and the 8, and still have that open G. The next chord, you're going to still keep the same thing and slide up to the 10th and 11th, still with that open G. And then once you're done there, you're going to slide down to the 8 and the 10. So these 4 chords are pretty much the entire intro and verse. So it's just the 5 and the 6, up to the 6 and the 8, up to the 10th and 11th, and then down to the 8 and the 10. All right, and the tab is correct for this part. So let's play through the verse. Think I lost myself out. There's really no strumming pattern for this song, so play it as you like. Somewhere in between, finding out who I am, confusing that with what I dream. It feels like everyone's done waiting. Just keeps repeating over and over again. So what am I supposed to do? I can feel these bridges breaking. So there's some variation here. You're going to play the 5 and the 6, and then go up to the 6 and the 8. I can feel these bridges breaking, drifting further from you. But instead of going straight up to the 10 and 11, when he says from you, on the from, you're going to slide up to the 8 and the 10. And then after that, when he says you, then you're going to go up to the 10 and 11. And then he says from you. And the next from you, you slide back down to the 8 and the 10. So let's play through that slowly from When I Can Feel. When I can feel these bridges breaking, I'm drifting further from you, from you. All right, one more time from when I can feel these bridges breaking, I'm drifting further from you, from you. So we're kind of leading into that note there. And now we're going to go into what I call the chorus, or the pre-chorus. And this is where the tab gets incorrect. So follow along here. So when he goes oh, 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 it's going to be 3 and 4. But because we have the capo on the 3rd fret, all you need to do is take your index finger and put it on the 1st fret of the B string. All right. So we're going to pluck that. And then we're going to go play our 5 and 6, which you already played. And then you're going to slide up to the 6 and the 8, up the scale. So it's just those 3. Let it, same thing, go. But instead of going up to the 6 and the 8 on the last one here, you're going to go up to the 8 and the 10. So it's that 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 6 and 8. And when he says let it go, same thing, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and then up to the 8 and the 10. And this is when he says, "'Cause I found God." So let's play through those O's briefly. 2, 3. Oh. Just kind of plucking randomly. Let it go. 'Cause I. So this "'cause I don't believe it's correct in the tab. So what I like to do is go down to the 6th fret, and I play like I'm going to play a G relative to the capo. So I take my middle finger and I put it down on the low E string, the 6th fret of the low E string. Take my ring finger and put it on the 6th fret of the high E string. So the 3 strings that I pluck during this part is the low E, and then the open G, and then the high E. So how I play this is found God, 'cause I found God. So after you do that low E to the high E, go up and down. Then I pluck the A string, and then I put my finger on the 5th fret. 6. So 1, 2, 3. All right. 'Cause I found God. Up to the 6 and the 8. 'Cause I found God. So 6, 5 and 6. 6 and 8. And now we're going to, and he said plans change a lot. Once again, the tab is not correct. So what I like to do, slide up and use my middle finger on the 10th fret of the A string, and that ring finger on the 10th fret of the B string. Can have a strange chord. That's going to be the first one. And then of course we go down to the 5 and 6 again. Up to the 6 and 8. So it goes. And he said plans change a lot. Right. Then he says, and so if I can help my luck. For this part, I like to go up to the 10th and the 11th. Not sure if this one's correct, but it sounds correct to me. I can help 5 and 6. My luck. All right. So for each part in this chorus here, it's a unique chord followed by the 5 and the 6, and then the 6 and the 8. So let's play from "'Cause I Found God." 'Cause I found 5 and 6, God, 6 and 8. And he said plans, 10s change, 5 and 6 a lot. the way they're going. All right. So this next part where he says, then things won't go the way they're going, it's going to be the 8 and the 10, up to the 10th and the 11th, and then back to the 8 and the 10. The tab is correct. Things won't go the way they're going. Now when he says, and I won't lose hope, when he says hope, he goes down to the 5th and the 6th. This is just the same as the verse. And I won't lose courage. 6 and the 8. I won't fade to 10, 11, go or worse to shadow 8 and 10. Once again, same 4 chords as the verse. 'Cause if everyone is gone, I don't wanna be here. This one's a little bit different. The 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, and then up to the 8 and the 10. 'Cause if everyone's gone, I don't wanna be here. I don't wanna be left alone. So then we go up to the 10 and 11, and then back down to the 8 and 10. Apologize if this is confusing. There's a lot of chords, but they're all very similar, so I hope you guys check out the tab. Now, last part is the intro. It's going to be 5 and 6. Same thing as the, last thing's going to be the outro. It's the same as the intro. 8 and 6. 10 and 11. 8 and 10. Back down to the 5 and 6. At this part, we're going to go up the scale. So it's going to be the 3 and the 4. You're going to pluck each one once. 5 and 6. 6 and 8. And then up to the 10 and 11. And then down to the 8 and 10. So let's go over that really slowly. Down to the 6 and the 8. This is kind of a strange chord here. You're just going to take your ring finger, slide it down 1 fret. So now you're on the 6th and the 7th. And that's where he ends. But if you want to complete it, you can go down to that same G structure with your middle finger on the low E on the 6th fret. So we're going to play the outro real slow. 8 and 6. 10 and 11. 5 and 6. Now we go up the scale. And on that G. All right. So, check out the tab with a grain of salt. The main part that I would say to watch the cover or watch this video for specifically is the chorus bit. It's a little bit different than the tab. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to be doing a cover of this song soon, and I will catch you later. Let me know what tutorials you want. I'm working on drugs, and that's all I got right now that I'm working on. Also some Jeremy Zucker stuff. So take care, guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll probably post another video this weekend, so I'll be seeing you.